All right. Now, let's start with that number 4. Reading into assessment criteria. That's really what you need to do with this number 4. We're not probably going to get to number 4 today. So the next period, which will be Thursday, we will dedicate all of that to a very systematic rotation of me sitting with you and you justifying your stuff based on the assessment criteria. So what you need for us, and this is really what this is going to drop down to here, right? When you come back to class on Thursday, you will have an online Word document made in your OneDrive, not in our shared group business. Your online Word drive, did I say that? Online Word drive document. Online Word document, right? We'll have a rationale if you do an FOA. If you have been planning and working towards a written task 1, you will have a rationale for your written task 1. If you're doing written task 2, you will have that outline on the online Word document. What you can do after that is put a little underscore, a page break, and put anything else you have in terms of notes, some sort of question, some sort of ideas, even maybe a script, whatever you have. Bullet points, I don't care. Put that stuff underneath. So what you really, really, really need before you come back to class on Thursday, you already sort of geared into an FOA. I want that rationale there. Written task 1, equally the proper requirements for a written task 1 rationale. If you're doing the written task 2, I need a proper outline. And then we'll see if that makes sense. The issue is we're not running out of time by any means, but a couple of you are sort of at this stagnant stalemate with I can't get higher than this, or I'm not potentially working this written task 2 any better. Usually the written task 2. We looked at that the other day. You did a peer collaborative assessment of that Persepolis example. We talked about the examiner's comments and maybe why he or she interpreted the student's written task 2 in such a way, maybe why it was successful, and what about the outline actually works, and maybe what we could even improve upon that. Because not all the examiners, even though they're supposed to be moderated and objective and have the same sort of understanding of those assessment criteria, it doesn't mean they're all going to grade exactly the same. So that's what you're going to owe us when we get back to class on Thursday. In the next 210 seconds, I need you, technically could just be one of you, because the rest of you, good luck with that. You just play dinosaur all day. Yeah. The rest of you will make sure that your collaborative document, your collaborative annotated bibliography is ready to go. We know at the top we will see the title of the journal that you have investigated. We'll see your name next to that. We'll see your summative description of the bits and pieces of that journal that we could use. Yeah, regarding. Who are you pointing at me? I'm not in your group. I'm not part of this. Did you ask him who else got lice because of that weird little contraption? This guy, that guy, all the lice club? I was kidding about the dinosaur. Put that away. Command W. What I really ask you to do doesn't have to be like this. It could be linked. But I need access. Everybody needs access to your notes. So you see a table on there which has 1, 2, 3 plus sections, and each person's notes are according to what's at the top. That's the kind of stuff we need. So you now have 208 seconds to go to Etherpad. Same as always. / you can get this from 12 links, or you can write this down, capital M, capital A, capital U, capital S at the bottom. Don't mess around with the other jerks at the top. At the bottom, put all 3 or 4 of your names and put the direct SharePoint URL link to your group collaborative annotated bibliography. I need to have access to those. So if you did yours in an online Word document and you just want to put link to notes, I'm okay with that. You could literally write link to notes, highlight, Command K, insert. If you want to put them all at the bottom and have them all in the same document, either way works. I kind of like to see them all in the same document, but if you guys feel it's too much or it's sloppy, you want to have those as individual documents apart. part, it's the same thing. We have access, we have access. Sir, you did a PDF. All right, what can you do with this PDF? Can you upload a PDF into 365? Yes. So upload that guy, then give us the direct link to that. It's the same thing. We don't have 108 seconds. Anybody go back and watch the first, not the first, but minutes like 6 to minutes 9 of last Friday's class? It was awesome. All super quiet and tense, and then hilarious. For like 4 minutes. There's like 8 of you looked at it and was like, went back to work. Clearly says QR code scavenger hunt. It was a joke.
I thought that was a joke. Yeah, I was like,
I love how academically focused you are. It's like, one of these is a joke. I'm gonna keep working. Stanley did the best Spiegelman karaoke I've ever seen today.
Yeah.
He crushed it. He actually rehearsed. He wrote some stuff up. It was good. Is that somebody's, what is that? Is that some sort of pacemaker going off over there? Is that woodpecker? Now you have 6 seconds. I will give you a formative grade for that. It should be rather useful. Andy, why can't you connect to the interwebs? I know you're trying, but does this happen a lot or never? It does. Have they told you what to do about that? Because that's quite uncool. All right, and we're done in 5 seconds with that. Now, going on to number 2, the things to do. It's called warm-up commentary thesis. Well, don't want to spend too much time on this, but it's well worth it. So what we'll find in our group folder or group section, the Thug Life business, and our list of the, I think they're called files on yours. What they call files? It's called archives. There is something called a folder. It should say commentary, commentary-related items, commentary, something super smart. It probably just says commentary stuff. Correct? Good. In there, you will find that folder called, there is no direct link because we can't get the direct links to the stuff in the group. So you got to go in your OneDrive in our group folder. Click on the one called files. Good. Find the folder called commentary stuff. So adequately called commentary stuff. Find the PowerPoint called commentary B thesis. Open that guy up and then click on edit in online PowerPoint. Good. So in Thug Life, there's a folder called commentary stuff. It should be called commentary B thesis. It might just say presentation.pptx. Yes. Hold on, did he go? I'd love to say one in my hair, but hold on. It should say commentary B thesis. It might say presentation. It's the one. Don't forget when you're playing around with or trying to find stuff in terms of collaborative documents, titles could be a bit off. Always look at modified, and you'll see. Oh, well, obviously it's this one was modified by Sahil. It's not us. This one was modified by me seconds ago, so this is the one we're finding. So it can be confusing. Always look at who is the last person to touch it. If it's a name you don't recognize, it's not your class. And if it's a time thing, and we're physically using that in the here and present, look for the one that was seconds or minutes ago. So we have this guy open. It looks like this. Now, everybody should be on here, correct? I will do this. See what happens here. How many people in here? 19? Find out for us. How many people in this class right now? All right, for some reason, I love the pace. Too many. And we'll do this real quick. This is your number. I need for you now, we should have, and if there's a couple extra, don't go to those. If you look on the side, they're numbered. The organizational structure of the online PowerPoint over here, your slides. You grab there, guy. Jude, this is your slide. Right? Number 2. Nicole. Sorry, Angel. Nicole. Now, this is what I need you to pay attention. I'll only give this to you once. You need to scour the interwebs, locate, research, find, whatever you want to call that, an appropriate, look at it, see if it's going to work. We don't need about this guy some inappropriate stuff. I mean appropriate for the following. We like that stuff. An appropriate part 1 or part 2 text, a non-text-based text, of which someone could write an effective commentary thesis. So when we say non-text-based text, yes, it can have text, of course, but it is overtly based on visual imagery. So what type of text could you shove in your slide? Adverts would work. Don't steal the stuff from the other class. We don't need those examples. I was going to show it to you, but I don't want you to look at those. So now you're going to be influenced by somebody else's stuff. Awesome. You could do political campaign. You could, because that's a form of persuasive text as well. You could do a PSA. You could do a political cartoon. You could do propaganda. Political propaganda. Anything that's going to be overtly visual in nature. Having some kind of text on there is not only permissible, it's probably a good idea. It doesn't have to be. If you do not know who the author is, it's not a problem. Because in any sort of proper examination situation, you'll be given provenance. It'll say, leave it to Roger Jr. to be looking at something funny already. It'll say who made it, when it was published, and where it might have been published. Are you on those butt cheeks already? You know this is off the crack. Stop looking at crack. What did you type in there? What? With butts? Right. How do you spell advertisement? Advertisements? All right. Yeah, if it's butt cracks, you decide if it's appropriate or not. That one actually very well might be. I don't know. We're going to hold off on the video. Only because of the time. I think if there's a video in there, we might end up, technically, to do it justice, it might need some more analysis. So we're just going to go with the image. You should know how, at this point in time, how your online Word, PowerPoint, I should say, works. With insert images from the internet, when you click on that, it's going to give you Bing. So if you found it someplace else, just try to use the same language that you use in order to put that in there. Downloading stuff and shoving things into that PowerPoint is not the best idea. Because what that'll do is it'll basically weigh that PowerPoint down. You got about 165 seconds to locate your image and make sure it goes into the slide that you have been assigned. The second part of that is super small, maybe a font 10. Make sure your name gets put on your slide. Have a look over here on the bottom right. So number 2 is Angel. We'll see some cool image here. And on the very, very bottom right, in a small little text box, we'll just see her name. So we know, even though we know the numbers are correct, we can just look at that image and be like, oh, Angel gave us this image. She got about 140, 76 seconds to find something which is appropriate. And I mean, could they say something about it? And 9 out of 10 times, yes, because people have put some thought into it. Some might be more compelling than others. So you decide what you want to do. Most of that will be based on how smart you are in terms of your language choice for your Google or Bing Microsoft search. And what I love about this is automatically you guys will come up with like a super cool cross section of different texts that happen. We won't all just have McDonald's adverts. Nothing wrong with that, but that's a pretty obvious one. Does it have to be an advertisement? He asked. He just listed 7 things. So does it have to be propaganda, advertisement, public service announcement, political campaign, paraphernalia? Yes, I think it has to be one of those 12 or 14 things. It doesn't have to be, but it has to have, with any other text like this would have to have. Somebody thought about it, implemented certain stylistic or layout or visual or language devices because they're showing X, they really want to do Y. And with adverts, be careful, and we'll talk about this briefly before you start writing your commentary thesis. We all know the inherent why with adverts. They want you to buy things. But you need to go deeper than that. They're trying to do this. And that's the bit that's going to get you to buy it. And all those takes are quite different. Rhetoric, an appeal, pathos, ethos, banos. ¿Dónde están los baños? You can't just copy and paste an online word. You can put insert online image. Go through Bing. Once again, use the same language you use to find it. It should show up. You have 45 seconds to make sure your image is on there. At this point in time, I don't think I need the refresh, but I don't see any images on here. Maybe I need the refresh. I don't think I do. Somebody's put something here. Cool, thank you. Good Lord, did I really put that many slides on here? What? I guess we'll have to do this exercise again. We already have these slides. We don't want to waste them. We don't need any virtual trash. Do it, Tommy. I dare you. Double dog dare you, Tom. Night market, Tommy. Do it. Who is this? You don't have an image yet, but Maher, thank you for putting your name in the bottom right so we know that that image belongs to Maher. She's provided that.
Oh, it's your number. Oh, right.
You have 22 seconds to make sure you have your name in the bottom right and your image for commentary, thesis, analysis. Eugene seems to be ahead. Find out. Oh, I don't think it works that way. I'll say it one more time. I really don't think we want to save an image to our desktop and upload. Try to use insert image from online and go through their obligated Microsoft search engine, which is Bing. If you use the same language, it'll show up. How strong of an internet searcher are you? That's a fantastic skill set. And you got 14 seconds. Now, if I were to be asked, hey, could a bunch of super smart, fairly high predicted grades, year 2 H.L. Lange Lit students find an image on the internet and shove it into an online PowerPoint in 210 seconds? I'd be like, duh. And some of you can, and some of you are behind. Who's number 7? Is your name on there? Who's number 11? Is your name on there? Martinelli, bottom right with your name.
Oh.
Boo! Is that weekend? Tom? You did it, didn't you? All right, 10 seconds. Here we go. Nobody's absent today.
Meldy's not here.
Meldy. All right. See, now I'm easily confused. If there aren't any, we fill up a space, so just assume somebody's there.
He was in 18 home.
Yeah, your name will be on there. Won't be a problem. The next bit we absolutely need to make sure that we don't mess this up. 10 seconds.
No, I just did.
Have a look at the screen. If you're behind, you're behind. But don't miss this, because then you'll mess things up big time. Collaborative docs. We must all be on the same page. Or slide. See what I did? Literally, or you'll mess things up. 3, 2, 1. So, who gave us the first image on the first slide? You provided that image. We know that because your name's in the bottom right. Eugene will now go to the first slide. He will put his name bottom left, and he will give us a commentary thesis based on the image that Jude has given us on slide 1. We should have 18 images, and this is the order we're going to go in. Who got the wrong image? Strangely enough. You did? So what number are you in there? And you're 10 here? Oh. So hopefully that makes sense to you because you put it on. Not a problem. So, no one's giving what number is that?
Like, and we don't have any.
No, I am doing it right now.
He doesn't even have his name on that slide?
There's nothing on that.
All right, you got it. 180 seconds. No more than 3 minutes on a commentary thesis. No way.
Nothing's on the slide.
I'll tell you. I'll have a look.
What number is 90?
Shh, make sure you know your number. It's going away. Know your number. Don't forget it. Write it down. It's just a number.
2 seconds. 2 seconds. Wait, on. What? This doesn't work. Doesn't work. No.
It's not easy. It's not.
Never mind. Cool, do you see it now?
All right.
Or is your delay not
No, it's my computer.
Who's 5?
It's okay. I'm like super late.
Oh. So here's the thing. Who was supposed to do number 5? Grab any image from there you want. You can just, what you can literally do is just copy the slide over here if you want. And just go up here, delete that guy, click on number 4, hit Command D, and it should pop up after that. So it won't matter by any means if you have more than a commentary thesis for any one text. You have 120 seconds to come up with your commentary thesis. Sir,
I see the list again.
you don't know which number you are? Blake. Blake, you are number
13.
lucky 13, Blake. Who else has another number? There it is one more time, just confirm. You now have, which gives you all of 110 seconds to finish that commentary thesis. You better go quick. Because it's Microsoft. Because it's Microsoft. Hey, guy, what are you doing over here? No, you're not. You're hitting that guy up with a whole bunch of lip service. You have 90 seconds to write your commentary thesis. You don't even have your image open. How are you supposed to analyze that?
There's no image. Be good.
That's right.
Better hurry up.
Wait, Roger, do you see mine?
You also need to be a problem solver, Martin Lau. She doesn't provide you image. What do you do? Get your own image, son.
Okay.
Right?
It's here.
What's this thing about hovering over computer screens, Roger Way, and pointing at things? Why are we all so obsessed with this?
No, because my.
Why can't we look at it by ourselves?
Yeah.
Super. I mean, I don't know, random. I don't know how that. I don't know where it's coming from. Wow. I literally have no idea where that music came from. 42 seconds. All right. 30 seconds. Now, make sure this thing's tight. What are you doing over here? All right, I'm cool with that. Problem solving. It's always like that. I'm a little disturbed about our inculcated robotic search premises. A lot of you are coming up with the exact same images from people from other classes, which tells me your search skills are very poor. Either you put commentary, thesis, image, or I don't know how we're getting up. Literally, in the world of infinite internet, we're coming up with the exact same crap as the other guys. But not one of you is repeating the same image here. You know what I'm saying? So there aren't any duplicates amongst you or the other class. They're all 18 or 19 different images. But now, 5 of these are the same as the people before. Which is a little weird. Oh, just get an image. Put your name on there. Give us a commentary thesis. It's really about that. It's really about you. And us formatively assessing whether you are where you need to be. Some of us are not. How long you lived in Hong Kong, Mr. White? Been here now for 5 years. How's your Cantonese? I can say stuff and make it sound like Cantonese. But no. Hey, go to the stall. Still English. Still not Cantonese. Stop my foot. Some of you commentary theses, they all sound like a thesis, but they're a little bit weak here and there. You only get 3 of these, 1 of these, and 1 of those, and they must all be super tight. Here we go. I will kickstart this again. Wind that up. Sir.
Because I found my own image, should I paste it onto the thesis?
It doesn't matter. Put whatever you want, guys. As long as we see your name next to a thesis and image, we know that's yours when we evaluate. So, Meher, what number are you on? She's on 5. We are all going to look at 5. Now, you're saying, well, that's not my commentary thesis, and that's not my image. I don't really care. Meher usually is fairly okay with this. I'll be honest. You might have issues with Meher. Meher probably has issues with Meher. But she's usually pretty strong at this. So, if she has some room for improvement, you need to evaluate, wait, do I do that as well? is this something I've done? Or, oh, I equally want to avoid that. Or maybe even this, because Meher, we like to lie. I'm also going to write my sentence a little bit more like Meher's, because that seems to work for me. Let's hope it's that. The advertising utilizes symbols, metaphors, to show the consequences of smoking in order to persuade the audience not to smoke. Man, I talked you up so good like 80 seconds ago and you dropped the ball. I got a ringer. Oh, I should hear the free throw line. Okay. All right. Stop typing. You can finish in a second. 10. We home? Yes or no? We home? Pay attention. This is a what? It's a triangle with an exclamation point. That's all it is. That's literally what it is. Triangles mean what to you? The shape. Exclamation point mean what to you? That's probably it. Why does these two stop typing? What do these two mean together? How do you know that?
Universal.
All right, it is universally understood. What? Symbol. Man, this is a symbol. Do we see a symbol here? There's a huge difference for me between symbol and symbolism. If you're one of the people who often put symbol and you mean symbolism, you better write that down. Foreshadowing is a collective noun. Write this down. Foreshadowings sounds super weird to me. Say this out loud. Chineses. I don't know what that means. That's what that sounds like. Chineses. You pluralize Chinese? You technically can pluralize foreshadowing, but it just sounds weird to people who are going to be looking at your stuff. Symbolisms. Stranges. All that stuff should be singular. You might have multiple examples of foreshadowing, but he uses foreshadowing is an abstract noun. It does not need an S. Multiple examples of foreshadowing. He implements foreshadowing. I'm pretty sure what Meher wants to say is symbolism. It said symbols. I'm pretty sure. Did you mean like this one? Like this? Monkey with the symbols. Oh! Meher, are you familiar with the fact that it happens to be Diwali? Are you aware that it's Diwali? Where's my gift? Okay. Smell it like Beckham. Which probably means I usually don't smell so good. I don't care. I got some stuff. Symbolism and metaphor. That's the same thing again. Don't put an S on metaphor. Metaphor. You might have different metaphors in there. Just call it metaphor. Symbolism, metaphor, to show the consequences of smoking. Don't be wrong. We'll put an S on metaphors quite a bit. But here, make it all very, have that thing have a consistency in the way it reads. Symbolism, metaphor, to show the consequences of smoking in order to persuade the audience not to smoke. Oh my God. All of this really says a whole lot of nothing. Now, structurally, because it's already a little long, it might not work for you. But sometimes, especially with a paper one situation, in the what? PSA, so it might not be bad to offset the whole thing with just identifying the text line. In the PSA, or the PSA utilizes, you will be given the author whatever, but in the PSA, so-and-so utilizes, incorporates, manipulates. That's really what they're doing because it has that persuasive element. Use a persuasive verb. This does not show me any, is this the death thing? Is that the consequences? Then why don't you, that's symbolism, I guess. Just say what it is. Smoking kills. That's literally, just go ahead and be a little bit more literal about that. Even though it's there. You need to be literal. That's really what's going on. Shows you smoking tails. In order to what? Here's the thing. PSAs have to be what? Persuasive. Advertisements have to be what? Persuasive. Songs have to be what? Musical. It's like saying the author uses the lyrics to get people to vote. If that's what that song does, they'll go out and vote. No, I'm never voting again. How could the rhythm or beat of a song make you do anything outside of dance? Could it compel you to civically act? We are the world. Take We Are the World away. You will feed 0 Ethiopians with that song.
It's like attacking Quincy Jones.
You take the lyrics away from We Are the World, because that's what that song did. The album was called U.S. for Africa, right? No, I'm much older than you. It's the same thing. Same thing. Just 1 year. For one was a fathom, one was a hurricane, but it was a massive media Hollywood sort of juncture to sort of help aid. The point is, the lyrics do that. You don't need to tell me that lyrics have a message. That's what they do. Advertisements are persuasive. This tells us nothing, and that's problematic. So this will never be an issue with any commentary because you will tell us what the poem does. You would never say in a poem, you would laugh and say, in order to make a comment. You would never leave that in your thesis thing. The poet has used this and that in the situation about a serial killer in order to make a comment. So poems do, shouldn't they? Otherwise, we don't have, if there's no comment, there's no message, there's no analysis. So what could she say here about this guy? To do what? This one is not just persuasion not to smoke. That's what they will all do. How about this? I'm getting rid of this. I'm going to show you a mother, a pregnant mother. Now what does it do? Yeah, I'm not going to smoke because that's not good for babies. I'm born babies. I know that. What element has it used? What? Fear, guilt. This one's probably fear. Playing upon people's fear of death. Lack of longevity, whatever you would call that. That's what this one's doing. It's shock value. It's a simple juxtaposition. Yeah. Something which is extremely innate and small and innocuous like a cigarette butt. Right? It's nothing. You see them all over the place in China. But they've made this immediate relationship between this thing equals this thing. That's when we have comparative piece. That is juxtaposition. You don't have to say it here. No one would knock you if you did. But this one's using fear tactic, shock value. You don't have that here. It needs to be here. It works both ways. To play upon fears, right? Mortality, whatever you want to phrase, however you want to phrase that. It has to be more specific. The pregnant mom is a guilt factor, right? Volvo sells how many cars? Because it's allegedly the safest car out there for families. That's why people buy it. They're afraid of that 2% chance of getting in a wreck, and they're afraid of that 1 in 1,000 chance of 2%, whatever that infinite number is, about somebody being seriously hurt in an accident. And they're going to take advantage of that. It's not just we want you to buy a car. That's inherent. All right. So your structure is fine. The sentence is written well. The order is there. It just was hollow. Do you understand this? Be careful. You spend 2 years properly as outside of college. You're done with college. You spend 2 years on a business plan. Got some investors. Uncle this, uncle that. Yeah. Your uncle what's his face in Taiwan. Got 3 investors. They're all uncles. That makes sense. You've got a location. You have a product. All of this. Now, you pay somebody else a chunk of change to come up with some kind of slogan. How scrutinous are you going to be about that slogan? Yes. So my point is, if this, whatever it is, if it's your paper 2 or paper 1 or whatever, it's not to say commentary thesis, but man, that thesis needs to be tight because that thing is going to do, it should dictate what everything happens, whatever comes after in that oral commentary, in that paper 1, the comparative essay. The thesis should navigate the whole work. That thing needs to be super tight. You don't want to spend a year and 8 months in a course, sit down for 25% and give it a wishy-washy commentary thesis or wishy-washy paper 1 thesis. Got one more. We're going on to the grand finale game. Taki Shin, what number are you? Seriously? Let's look at it real quick. Where is it? Did you change any of it after we talked?
What?
Yeah, you did. Probably says the exact same thing I just said. I'm okay with. There's nothing wrong with exemplar text and modeling. Nicole, what slide are you on, Nicole? 6. There you go. Who provided this image? Blake. Whoa, super dark. Oh, of course, racist. Your God-given Korean right to put some sort of Japanese thing up here. Who learned this?
I didn't know.
What? You didn't know it was Japanese?
No, I
It
put
says
it on. I put it on.
It says
I was
murder
Japanese.
It says in small print. Blake on the call for it.
No.
Seal approval. All right. So, World War II. It's written in English. The Japanese thing is obviously from an American perspective, text and context. Propaganda. What are you going to do about it? Question mark. Oh, good Lord. 5,200 Yankee prisoners. Oh, this might be British now. Killed by Jap torture in the Philippines. Cruel march of death described. Stay on the job so every murdering Jap is wiped out. Oh, that's the U.S. Federal government right there. You can see the eagle. Equal, honest, whatever that is. Okay, we got some genocide going on here. Blake endorses this work of genocide. Wipe them out. All right, so she said the propaganda, good. So she went back, or didn't, she went ahead and implemented the text type, identified it within the commentary pieces. Utilizes juxtaposition, maybe. Diction, without doubt. Here's the thing. Take 2 steps back. If you're with a work of literature, like Carter, diction is brilliant because she'll have multiple examples of this is the perfect word because I wanted to do this. This is the perfect word because I wanted to do this. But if we're looking at word choice and something as minimalist as this, and she's like, well, I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at that, maybe she's basically calls it jargon, not yours here. But maybe she identifies exactly the type of word choice. Is it jargon? Pejoratives? This is definitely a pejorative. It's like a slang word which has a racial connotation which we use to lower people's status. She might also be focusing on this. So she's going to, I don't know what to do with that. Remember, we often use the word figurative language because I got metaphor, I got some analogy, and I have this other stuff, and I don't know which one to pick. Just go with a holistic figurative language. So that holistic option here would be diction. If it's just one thing, like pejorative, if it's slang, it's colloquial language, right? Idiom. In varying fonts. Interesting. To depict the Bataan Death March in order to comment on the hypocrisy of war. Who agrees with this? Who agrees with this? What 2 things don't work in this thesis statement? Mr. McGrath can seriously help us out with this because this is some social science stuff. Hypocrisy of war, obviously, because that made me stop and walk up here. Good Sherlock. What else? Propaganda and hypocrisy of war don't generally work. If you're some pacifist group or organization and you want to have a PSA or an overtly biased now propaganda PSA against war, that makes sense. The people who put this, no, the guy who made it might be a pacifist, right? The artist or whatever. But the people signing off on this, which is the federal government, there's no hypocrisy in war, especially this war. This is a reactionary, we waited to the last minute, you people attacked us, now we're just doing what God asked us to do, right? Wipe you off the face of the planet, because that's a democratic thing to do. You should be laughing now. This is recorded. I'm being facetious, by the way. Not some little brown shirt group of genocide, genocide. Yes, Blake, Commander Blake. We adhere to your orders. All right. So, all right, the last bit's wrong. What does it really want us to do? Incite what? It is hate. It's tough. They might have used that word. We want them to straight up want to murder them. The word is murder, right? It's not, they don't use the word stay on the job until democracy is restored. Stay on the job until justice is served. Stay on the job until our guys come home safe. Whatever. The wrongs are righted, or however they want to phrase that. It literally uses the M word, murder, which is super cool. Because connotation, denotation, when can murder ever be perceived to be a positive thing? Ever. In grade 9, what do we call it? If you like George, you call it a what? Of mice and men. It's a mercy killing. Needed to be done. Murder, think about it, honestly, off the top of my head, I can't ever think of when murder. If you ever, does anybody ever get dismissed from a court trial with using the word murder? What do you call it when someone breaks in your house, is going to hurt you? It's called self-defense. Man, there's no self-defense murder. He murdered him through self-defense. Maybe. All right, so super cool text, Blake. Blake, is this your desktop or? It was easy to find with the blakehong.org. KoreanRevenge.com, whatever. All right, so verb choice, good. All this stuff makes perfect good sense.
I got this.
The font thing. How? This is weirdly specific. It's okay, guy. We're giving you a hard time. He probably took off his pullover. Took a photo of the t-shirt he's wearing.
No, I highlight word.
It's okay. You know you're the sweetest race leader. We don't need 3 of you. We don't support this. Financially or in numbers. What can she do with the font? If it really is that.
So,
And we'll call it layout, style. That sounds maybe too general. But this is like super juxtaposition, word choice, font. Now it seems a bit weird, doesn't it? Or does it not? Are you okay with that? How can you, in an exam, paper 2 states that you're going to work this one text, the 50% of your exam, the essay, it's a comparative piece. 1, 2, 3. Are you going to spend a third of your time talking about font? 6. Could you ever talk about font for more than 3 sentences? So maybe it doesn't go there. Maybe you take a more wider approach and say layout and style, which is fine. It doesn't have to be. It's like if I saw that and you said layout and style, I'd be, oh yeah, okay. And then if you miss the very specific things about font, what do we call this? What do we call the style? What can we say it is? What? It's a print. What type of print do we call this? What's the cool word for woodcut? You drop that in your exam, they might like that. It's not cool to drop really weird stuff which doesn't necessarily work. This is exactly what it is. Now, some kid in Oklahoma wrote about this and kept saying, you know, Chinese guys are going. Being specific is a necessary thing. You call it a print, you call it a woodcut print, you call it a xylographic stylized work, then you might look a little smarter. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, now you need to open up your team's what I like about this is there are no scores. I just look at the rounds. I have some clues here. I know some people are waiting on me, and I'm going to try to do this extremely fair. Do not forget, winners will win and losers going to lose, but the winners will win Super Jedi Mind Trick Powers, which you can manipulate the simplistic small brain cell functionings of a lot of your English teacher. Exclude them from this conversation. And maybe you get to choose which extract you will have for your commentary coming up. I got to open up these Etherpads and I will talk to you, but I gotta, they're not necessarily. I love the fact that you think I have a super tight memory, but I don't remember all your weird little Etherpad. Now, while I quickly set up, you could be organizing your online Word document for your Thursday first 2 seconds of class submission. Where are you working? So we do only have 3 teams, right?
Yeah, only you do.
And I got Team Canada. I got Yadong. I got not stepdads anymore. Are you? What are you? Penn. Team Penn. Team Penn. What are you guys again? Damn with a Y. 1, 2, 3. I owe you guys a clue. Clue 5. 5. Team Canada. I owe you clue 6. Team Yadong. 5. Can we pick like less potentially inappropriate things for me to say? So I'm not saying I'm speaking very slowly so I don't say something inappropriate.
Why do you think you were like so like great and everything?
Woohoo! Yeah, cat fight. Meow. I love it. Thank God you're not Japanese there, hon. You'd be in trouble.
Mari and Archer's still living.
I know, give me a hard time. It's nothing to do with you. You are a 21st century, internationally minded, fantastic human being. Now, you answer 5, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6.
Yeah, is this yours?
Maybe. For sure, I don't know.
It's online.
Maybe mine. It's like 31 or 13 or something.
How do you know?
It's 13.
You guys need 6. 6. You guys need 5. Because you guys messed up that other clue. I got something special for you.
What? It's always harder.
Well, it will be everybody, so it won't be different. I just gotta, I'm gonna give you some 2 seconds. Clue 5, here it comes. Clue 5 for Team Penn, whole name, please. One second. Wait, we have 4 teams? I gotta see what. I know it is, obviously. I'm not gonna ask you what Etherpad you have over there. What do you have? Don't say it. What does Carl have, by the way, Jacob? What does Carl have? And how do you know? Did you guys go to the link in the answer to the floor and get that stuff?
You must know.
Clue 5. You guys need clue 5. Here it is. Clue 5. You guys need clue 5.
Oh, no, we did that one.
Number 6.
Oh, you're on 6?
Where's the
Shh, I cannot give you clue 5 because you don't have the answer to clue 5 there. You have a 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if you finish clue 5, I would see the answer to clue 5. Where? Man, I'm on your Etherpad and all I see is a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. All right, it's tough. I don't know if it's going to actually work. Let's see. Hopefully it'll work.
We did 5 trials. I did 5.
All right, Team Ken. Woo. All right, I'm going to send the official clue to Martin in an email. He will share it with everybody because something's missing from there. Hey, you guys don't. If I don't have the answer to 5, it means you didn't finish 5. So for each of these, there's that little nugget, which is a quote from the book. I don't see your 5th one, so I can't give you 6. Here you go, Martin. 1 sec. If you know the answer, yay. Oh,
I don't know the answer because
you got to write what the answer is.
they saw us.
Pretty sure they know the answer. They do. They do. You just got. I don't know why you guys didn't. Yeah, I need it. I can't give it to you.
Oh, it's the right.
All right, Martin. This is the most difficult clue. It's not even difficult. It's got some funky stuff. Oh my God, I'm so excited. 1 second. See a bunch of clue grubbers. I did give you a clue. Yeah, I did. Maybe it needs to be refreshed, but let me check on my end here. Certainly gave you a clue. Stop, Mr. Whiting, me. It's okay. I only call you Shin, so I guess we're even. All right, going back to Penn. It says they did not get a clue.
What's this?
Don't agree.
Is there an image missing?
Or is that the
It's at the top, you knuckleheads.
There's like a.
I'm on an Etherpad that says Jacob. It's got a large thing. And purple at the top, I put the clue on there like 4 minutes ago.
Wait.
Let me refresh and make sure.
Is this part of the?
It's absolutely part of it. That's the bit that won't show up in Etherpad. You have to have that.
Symbol.
Boys, if I type your Etherpad and the Etherpad doesn't autofill before that, and I get the end and stuff shows up on my computer, I will choke all of you. I don't care if Google Image shows up with etherpad.org, but if the other half shows up with Google Images, I will destroy you. Come straight, Carl. Come here real quick. All right, yeah. Mine doesn't want to work. Let's do this. I'm going to open you up in a different browser. I already have this open over here. And let's see if it doesn't want to paste over there. Problem solved.
No, just take a screenshot of it and rectify it. No. What are you doing?
It doesn't want to let me connect. That way.
What is that? Oh, Martin.
Sorry, boys. All right, there you go. Don't know what was up with
We
you.
have number 4. This one's the answer to this one, right?
No, because that's clue 5.
Yeah, so okay, what
If you were on clue 6, you'd get 5. Yeah.
I told you guys. If you follow the people.
Then the top is clue 5.
we got that one, we got this.
The one on your other end.
That's like
I'll erase it. It's not my fault. I'm not gonna actually go back. I'll give you clues, trust me. What are y'all laughing at? Blake, I will, as soon as I give these guys clue 6. Clue 6 is quite complicated. Only because this team over here, Team Canada, destroyed the other clue. And I can't use it anymore.
So everyone has this one?
Nope. You got only have 2 teams on it, and they haven't gotten theirs yet. Yeah, you're about to get clue 6.
It was right.
What?
We going?
What? But like,
But that's not even, yeah.
how does that doesn't work?
All right, here comes clue 6 for team. You guys. I'm going to check Blake's answer over
Tell them
here.
to check it.
Go take a photo of that. 2 of you can come back, and I'll give you clue 6. Thank you for being patient. I'm going to send the clue in the form of an email to the.
Oh, just like one home, I was like.
Oh.
Okay. Who else? Do you boys?
I think I know where it is.
Oh, wow.
To be fair, like, okay.
I think. Yeah, that makes sense, That's actually pretty good.
Working on clue 6. Working on clue 6. About to answer clue 5.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we did.
Don't see your answer on here, boys.
It's on the, it's like right after answer.
You boys over here
Um,
can go ahead and erase the good ideas you have for that previous clue. So when you show up with your answer to clue 5, I can go ahead and paste, or I will email to Han the clue for the final round, which is round 6. You'll get that in an email. It's got some weird things on there that don't paste onto our document. Clue 6. Clue 6. Answer in 5. I don't see anything on your document. No one's typed on there. All right, we need to start a new Etherpad because this one doesn't want to work for me. 2 of you go take a photo of that, come back. I'll give you your final clue.
and that makes sense. Or
Are we saying?
June, how about you boys go to Etherpad, exact same
it
thing.
has to like,
Put a 2 after what you currently have. I'm going to open it up. That way I start it, and then I don't think there'll be issues.
no.
It might just not like that one word because it's realized it's a naughty word.
I got the answer.
Here we go. I'm going to create it real quick.
And I don't think.
Can you change the?
Just right.
So wait, we typed up the answer. We have clue 6. So we typed it. Hey, did. I have to.
You guys have the what you retrieved from the QR code?
Yeah.
Okay, one sec.
Yeah. Yeah, can you check ours?
I will.
Hey, Han, you're on clue 6, right?
Yeah, we are.
Han, you are about to get clue 6.
I don't know if it's actually happening.
There you go, guys.
You didn't send it to Andrew. Grace.
Grace went down.
Sent that an email, Han. It should be showing up or it's already there. All right, great.
Oh, is there like, is it this?
I know I'm being serious.
What?
No,
Because what? What?
Did you look at this? Not even close?
Some of that stuff on there is correct.
Wait, like.
This is correct. This is correct.
Could you bold
The
it?
first part correct?
That's all I'm gonna give you. I can't, you're already in the lead. I can't give favoritism.
You like us the most.
it's
So I can check our.
I
Yes,
think the first part is correct. Like,
checking on the pen. Chula, you need to go take a photo of that. Oh, wait, what? It hates you boys. I don't know what's going on.
Also, like.
Wow. Show it to me.
I don't know what that is. What's that?
You got that? Now you need clue 6. All right, Andy, you, and Kim, you are getting the clue 6 in your email. Share it with the people in your group. Everybody's currently working on clue 6. These guys have something correct, leading towards clue 6.
Wait, Mr. Mark,
Checking it.
Nice. They mean 2 of them.
is it not?
Makes sense.
Right?
The old-
Where'd you get the
Now, I can't check anybody's if it doesn't say very clear at the top. Answer to number whatever, colon.
What word in?
No. Team Canada, you were wrong. Team 6, you were wrong.
You're wrong.
There's a picture.
Yes.
You were wrong. Yes, you were wrong. Yes, you're wrong.
What is that?
Ah.
It's a simple picture.
Can you Google in the chat reverse search it? If that's so it's correct, we really need to keep thinking about it.
You need to keep thinking about your clue. Yes, that'd be a very good strategy.
In
In terms of answering clues, keep
If we think the
thinking
right, if we
about
think the wrong one is right,
We're thinking
then
about
we're
the
not
bottom
gonna.
clue, then we're done.
It's called 50-50.
There's more than one clue, so it's.
I think the first thing
Okay,
is.
it's either like that. I don't think it's. No, dude. How's that?
No, yeah, put it there. and
Boys,
then,
you can go to
Yeah.
Etherpad small parts. If that works.
Small
Sorry.
Yeah, see if small parts works.
Like substitute parts for what we think it is. Or
Small
No,
parts. Guarantee you. I think Etherpad has an issue with you boys using that name. It's gonna be okay with small parts. No, it's not working.
Yeah,
is it?
I don't, yeah, it's like, but like,
I have no idea why the other teams Etherpads work, and no matter what we give you, it's not working. All right, just write wherever you need to write, and just physically show it to me. And I'll keep milling around behind you and helping you out, because this is inexplicable. I'm looking at Team Canada. Wrong.
what part of that, is there a part of that?
Is there a part of that?
What part is
I
correct?
mean, we are super tight.
Give it up.
No, this victory will give you some serious magic power. I can let you win on some sort of fancy.
Wait, check it again.
Checking on Team not bad but wrong.
Not bad.
I must take a 30-second intermission just to make sure things are where they're supposed to be. Blake, you're in charge. If anybody leaves, wipe them out as if they were some World War II conscripted kid from Hokkaido.
We said they'll beat, right? We don't tell anything.
Guys, no.
Hey.
Oops.
That's right. That's right. Actually, left. You go left. Yeah, anyway. You want right? We just have a few that will just go left to in order to go the entire way around just like that. So it's right. So what if, so if we predict that he is going in that.
Wait, come on, the Japanese guy.
I'm pretty sure he's just right there.
Hey, Blake. Hey, what are you doing? Just Blake, just disqualify, man.
Like you can't come after me. That's
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Blake, just half Hey, you're half chef though.
He's
Oh, you call him a Chinese, not Japanese?
because we don't know what
Okay, you can hide really well. Like,
guys, does everyone want to team up and then we can also
I'm pretty sure he's like right. Like,
yeah, or just not talking.
No,
is he cooking in?
Guys, this thing that can function like Japanese contracts.
Email them. Does it work at home?
you'll find your anus. Sorry.
Like their website.
Look around, you'll find.
Yeah, see, that's like a clue. He has that too. He just said it.
Jude, come here.
There's still white
Yeah,
cherries.
everyone found it. Guys, is that?
Blake, you know, why are you just telling? Actually,
I think it could be a setup, to be honest. Yeah, that's not it. But that's.
It's right, I got it.
If it worked, then it would have been really smart.
It's right, I got it. It's right, I got it.
Yeah, I'm so confident. I love it.
how do you know it's
It does.
I hope it doesn't make sense.
Going to look at Blake. I don't see anything at the top that says this is my answer. Can't look it up.
Oh, Scavenger Master 2.0.
Out of the way.
What do you think it is?
Okay, I put up there.
No.
It's such a good answer.
It's a great answer.
That's right.
Seriously, LOL, no.
Are you sure?
It's wrong.
That would just be really, inappropriate. Funny, wouldn't it? But you're seriously on to some stuff there.
Us?
Yeah, everybody is. We know how clues work.
It's not.
There's
It's been there for
there's
like.
I tried it
usually.
last time.
What are you doing? Get out of here, you stalker.
What?
What?
Hey guys.
Well, how about this?
Me?
Does that work?
And I know he was the first person to run to my computer and try to open it up.
Or it's like, no. I like walked that way, but I didn't check on your computer.
Nobody tried to check what was on my screen?
No, I thought about it.
We're recording all of it too, so.
Mr. White, does that
Guys,
Mr. White, can you check?
what we need to do, like,
Yeah.
first one, second one, what, like,
But what?
what can it be? Second one, like,
You're so.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
That makes sense. Doesn't make- I found all of them.
up with that.
what can you think of this?
I will ask you, team, small parts. Which two you going to take? Oh my god! Oh my god!
He check.
Guys, it's wrong.
This is good though. Actually, smart.
No, it's really good.
Yeah.
I love it.
Check. Try the other one, try
Boys,
the other one.
that was extremely well done. You just destroyed that. quiz.
Martin, you're old.
That was like literally like in Sherlock
No, it
Holmes. He's
was-
like broke that thing down.
They won last time, too.
Slow-mo.
What was it?
Yeah, because it's not even even if you have the correct answer, it doesn't necessarily mean you can pick it up that quick. Mm-mm. Go on the Blake. No.
When he walked out.
Go on to laugh out loud.
So Roger thought we
No.
had to find Mr. White, not like the QR code.
Wow. Oh, really?
Huh?
It's a pretty good clue too.
Yeah.
All these clues are good. And you should really go to scavenger QR code scavengerclues.org. There's some fantastic clues.
Was that actually?
Of course not. How would they work for this? It's like you were starting to go to that. WhoLovesAndyZhang.com is a website though.
Huh?
WhoLovesAndyZhang.com?
Makes sense of how it
107.
jokes.
Pretty sure that's what it is.
But.
Oh my god, it is. Actually,
What do you keep writing?
Yeah, it is a site.
Those six, bro. Dude, when he said.
They're still not back. Even if you know the correct answer, which is that's extremely specific. Makes me doubt where that answer came from.
They cheated. No, we actually did.
Really no way to cheat on that one. It's a slight way to cheat. But given the time difference.
Like, did you leave so that we could be able to cheat? And you know, none of us took the opportunity.
No, I left because I had to go put the QR codes in. You know where I went. But you realize time-wise. I'm going to look at Blake is not thin. No.
That's the right checker.
I didn't say that.
Oh.
I did.
No, just kidding. Oh,
7 minutes left.
yeah,
It's not.
Mr. White.
Yeah, honestly, that doesn't matter. I just couldn't see I didn't know what it was.
You just type anything?
I'm pretty sure we used that one last.
Mr.
No.
White.
No, I mean, I know it's mine. So that's from Duffy, I'm pretty sure. There could be crumbs for second place, so be quiet. I don't see an answer there, guys. I just see
Direct letters if you find out.
Wait,
We might not be done.
I'll take that.
You serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Go.
Is there one more?
Could be crumbs for third place.
So wait.
I mean, you know, there's 14 poems and you only have to look at 10. That's not bad for third place. It's
Oh, come on.
something good. You get one. Something good.
That's true.
8 out of the 13 might not be a bad thing for second place.
Oh.
Woo! Brainiac. You guys pulled it out.
Right in the gym.
Roger, which of you figured it out?
No,
Why? You guys keep saying that.
because it makes sense, but it's not the answer.
What?
That does make a lot of sense, but it's not the
I
answer.
mean, you jinx thing or play thing?
Whatever I just erased.
Wait, oh yeah.
Be more specific.
It's not an arrow.
You've neglected half of the. You've neglected half of the clue with just that answer.
I just got
From last week. About to get a third place team right here. About to. Eugene is seriously considering a nice tribal tattoo this weekend. Eugene, where are you going to put that tattoo? Okay. Kind of makes sense. Pointing in which direction? Okay. Makes sense. That's where the planets are, right?
Oh!
Oh, click, oh.
No, not this one.
Oh. Right?
Hey, Nicole, would you guys check for the answer that gives something?
Because finish it. But you're missing half the clue with that answer.
This one, check out.
You're missing half the clue. How do you not have
Look at the V line thing, go. Right, check out.
They never figure out the other part of the clue. They don't have the other part. You guys need to figure out the other part. No. This thing I raised before was a better answer than that.
Why is it?
Why Jim? Oh my God.
Hans, where'd you get that idea from? Your head?
No.
No. Someone gave you that answer?
No.
Which two of you are going to go find that?
Go. And you didn't believe me.
The rest of you winners, have a seat, open up that online Word document, and start making sure that your FLA rationale or written task 1, rationale 4, written task 2 is there proper, nice and neat. Make sure you title that document current assessment, last name, first name, November 2015. Guys didn't get to do this thing. Symbol. We talked about that earlier about symbols. That is the symbol room. It's good, but not entirely. That was a pretty good clue.
Yeah.
No, not my clue, the one I wrote. Just being self-reflective and patting myself on the clue writing back there. Pretty good. No. Getting better. That's a good clue. I got a message from James the other day. It's like, did that thing in the senior book actually mean something? It's like, yes. It was for you.
Martin can't find it.
You can't find it?
Can't find it.
You guys split it? If Martin can't find it, maybe those boys didn't find it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. There was. I was gonna say something.
Two, yes. Which two? There's no. If it's properly tag team, they have to be on their way back. I will. Whoa, whoever Anderson's getting closer to that. Yes, my friend. You were so close. Yes, nice. Still some prizes to get got. Like that Ice Cube thing. No! You better clap. Don't be a hater. Team Small Parts, that is amazing. I will not say because the camera is on and that's inappropriate. You want to share some stuff, share it with a counselor. This is not the appropriate venue for those. No. I love that idea. No.
Eugene.
No. Because you're not completely. Wait. Yeah. Okay. No, that's wrong. But you have both parts of the clue. Still have third place trophy to hand out. No.
Do I have to put it on here, right?
No, that last one was just rubbish. I don't know that QR code even said. I just found it. Because you messed up my mitten one. So I was like, if I pulled some other clue and shoved the QR code down there. I had to quick think. Do not forget about that thing needs to be done by Thursday. I will look at yours.
Why are they taking such a long time?
Can't find it.
It's
No.
really hard to find. Is it really?